Welcome to Teabaggers, the podcast where golf meets a whole new level of attitude. I'm Dale Smedley, co-founder of Golf Gods, and I'm here to bring you behind the scenes of the brand, the sport, and the people who make golf more than just a game.
That's right. If you're here for stuffy country club talk, you might be in the wrong place. I'm Sean Trevelyan, mostly referred to as Bear, the co-founder of Golf Gods. And if you love golf and don't take life too seriously, then grab a drink, kick back, and join us for some stories, laughs, and maybe a few hot takes.
In this podcast, we're digging into all things Golf Gods, from the crazy idea that started it all to the wins, the struggles, and everything in between. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
So whether you're a weekend warrior or just here for the banter, welcome to Teabaggers, where golf is life, but not too serious.
Let's tee it up. Welcome to another episode of the Teabaggers podcast. Today we have a very, very special guest. We have LIV Golf player Mito Pereira on board. Welcome, Mito.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, enjoy. So what I want to do is start with life in Chile growing up, and I want you to tell a few stories about how that is and what that was like. So golf in Chile doesn't seem like one of the most popular sports there.
No,
what was it like?
no.
Was it a cool sport, or was it not quite very popular?
So, like in South America, soccer is the biggest sport by far.
Yep.
Golf it's actually really small. I mean, I think we have, if I'm not mistaken, around 30 golf courses in the whole country. So, and probably 10 are really playable.
Right.
Like they're tournament courses. So my dad used to play.
Yep.
But like a weekend golfer. And my mom just one day took me when I was 3 years old. And since there, I played. I didn't have anybody, for example, in my school that played golf.
Yep.
So it was not a big sport. It's always have been like a old man sport, and it's boring and all that. But it has been getting really big. I mean, bigger.
You're getting much bigger now, and obviously yourself and Joaquim, both from Chile, two top-level players. I'm sure the junior Prograde are coming through.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I remember when I was I don't know, 8 years old, and you would go to the golf course, and there was not many of my age.
Yep.
I had a group of golfers, but right now you go to a golf course on a Saturday morning, and there is this like golf camp for kids, and it's a lot of them.
Yep.
So you can for sure see some growth in golf.
Yeah, cool. So going back to your first memories of golf, before I came on, I actually went through your Instagram, and
Okay.
I had a look at the first post you ever did. Let me see if I can bring it up. Where are we?
Is it a golf post?
It's from your Instagram.
Okay.
What are your memories of like a post like that from 2013?
Yeah,
What are your memories
so
of golf early?
That was 2013. You said?
Yeah, I think it was 2013.
I was in college actually.
Yep.
In the US. That is Cypress Point,
Yes.
hole 16, if I'm not mistaken.
Beautiful. We'll run that up, that photo. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was 2000 and... Oh, that was actually September 2014, that
Yeah,
post.
14.
Yep.
I went from 14 to May 15, I think. Just 1 year.
In America?
Yeah.
What college did you
Texas
attend?
Tech.
Texas Tech. And then from there you went back
From there, I went back to Chile.
Yep.
And I turned pro, and I started on the PA Tour Latin America, and I did all the way PA Tour Latin America, Conferry, PA.
Yep. So you and Joaquim were sort of friends growing up?
So yeah, I'm 3 years older than him.
Right.
But we have the I obviously, since golf is very small, everybody knows each other.
Yep.
So I think when I was 16 or 17, I started with my coach that I'm still working with, and Joaquin has the same coach. So since then, we have practiced in the same course, same coach. So we've been a lot together in golf. And then I went to turn pro. He didn't turn pro yet because he was younger. Then he went straight to the PGA Tour.
Yep.
So then we separated. I don't know how many years, and then we meet again at the PGA Tour, and then we've been playing together again.
So I've got to interview Joaquim next. Any funny stories I should mention to him about growing up? You two,
I
that
think
time
you
beat
should
him?
ask him about the yellow pants that he used to use when he was
Sorry, the
like
what?
yellow pants.
Yellow
He used to use
pants?
like a yellow pants with.
I might even have that on his first ever Instagram screenshot, actually.
Maybe he would use how you say those that the Bryson used to
Oh,
use.
the little Pinky Blinders hat, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he would use that. They would call him the bee,
The
because
bee.
he was like the yellow pants, black shirt with some yellow stripes.
The bee. So I should run that nickname and introduce him as the bee.
He might have been, I don't know, 8 years old, 9 years old. I don't know.
So growing up, who were you trying to emulate your swing around? Who were you
Growing
following?
up, Tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember having like a picture of Tiger in my room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was there any people from Chile before your time that was playing on the PGA at all? Was that not really?
Well, I remember Felipe Aguilar and Mark Talo, those two guys, they were playing in Europe.
Yep.
So, and then there's another player that there was the first Chilean player that got to the PGA Tour 2013 maybe.
Yep.
Or 2012. That it was Benjamin Alvarado. He was there for like one season.
Yep.
But I was already 15 years old.
Okay.
So growing up, not that much in Chile that I can remember.
Yeah, no worries. So growing up, obviously you've had plenty of golf lessons, golf coaches. Was there any really strange advice that you were given as a junior, as a coach, like just the simple, keep your head down or hit it straight? Was there anything that you look back now going, gee, that was silly advice?
So I had one that, so I normally play, I hit it low, so I have a lot of like forward press in my swing. When I hit it, my hands are very forward. And one tried to change me to play like more like this, like
Getting underneath and getting it higher.
Yeah, but it was not great. I mean, started hitting it everywhere. I mean, everybody wants to hit with your hands forward and like compress the ball
and get it.
And he wanted me to do the opposite. It was weird.
Yeah, fair enough. Keep to what you're good at, and that's the thing. So, if you weren't going to be a professional golfer, was there an alternative career that you might have done? Was it soccer? Was there anything
not really,
else you were good at?
I mean, I play a lot of sports, but I mean, I've been playing golf since I was 3 years old. There's not much time to do another full sport.
Yeah,
I mean, I dedicate a lot of time to golf, and then obviously you have to go to school, so there wasn't much. I mean, I can play almost every sport, but it's not that I could have.
What would you have done if there was like an academic, a normal job? Was there any sort of normal jobs you were looking at, or just golf was
really.
always?
Not really. I mean, I don't know what if. I mean, probably. No, I don't know.
That was there a stage early on when you were young that you thought, I'm actually really good at golf and I can be professional? Was there a stage?
I think that started when I was like probably 8 or 9 years old.
Yep. And what, you were just hitting it straighter and longer than everyone else, or just shooting scores?
Yeah, like playing in Chile I don't know, I was 9 years old, I was playing against the 13 years old, and then I started traveling to the US to play like some junior golf, and I did good, so it was like, okay, yeah.
Do you remember the time you beat your dad for the first time?
Oh, no, not really, but it was probably when I'd have been 10 years old or 11. I don't know.
Did he take it too kindly, or was he?
I mean, I never played with him again.
Yeah. Nah, very good. All right. Well, I'm going to move on to more of the Torquay and the LIV sort of questions now. If the Torquay GC were to win the 2025 team challenge, what would the celebrations look like? Would they be champagne showers, or would they be some South American barbecue blowout?
I think the second one.
The barbecue blowout?
Yeah, I mean, we'd be doing the champagne showers in the stage and all that, but I think everybody's more about the South American barbecue.
Yeah, cool. Who's the most competitive in the team? Who doesn't like to lose?
I think Munoz.
Munoz?
Yeah.
We did hear about his black book by Carlos just before, that you don't want to get in the black book.
You don't want to get in
on
there.
the black book?
I hope not.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've seen at a LIV event? Obviously, the Australian crowd are probably the biggest party animals on the LIV tour. Is there anything across the LIV tour that you've seen in the crowd that you think, gee, that's a bit out there?
Not that I can remember now. I mean, I've only seen it was actually not on live. Like it just
What happened?
They were taking somebody because he was too drunk.
Too drunk, a bit like the waste management
Yeah,
this week.
yeah, probably.
That's
But
getting out of
not
control.
not something like really really crazy. No, just the shoeies that they do.
The
here,
shoeies.
know?
Do you reckon you could get around the shoey if you won, or just leave that to the Aussie crowd?
If I win,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'll do it for sure.
All right. Well, I'm playing for a Mito win and a Torque team win. So, obviously, with all the live players, I'm sure you do socialise and do hang out with the other teams. Who's the biggest prankster on the live tour? Is there any of the players that you think he just doesn't ease up? He's a bit of a prankster
On live.
on live, yeah, not just in your team, but in live in general.
I actually have good relationship with everybody.
Yeah.
So what's prankster?
Prankster is a jokester.
Chiste? I mean, I know in Turkey would be probably Juaco.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on live, I mean, we know each other, but it's not like we have a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Besides golf. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. So obviously there's 14 events on the live schedule this year. What's the hardest course out of the live tour?
I think it would be Doral.
Doral?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
I mean, if it's a little windy and I mean you get some tee shots that are
a bit tough.
Scary. Yeah.
Yeah. What about the Grange Golf Club? How have you found that with the Australian course?
It's really nice. I mean, the turf and the greens, bunkers, everything. I actually played today.
Yep.
9 holes. It's an incredible shape the same as every year. I feel like you can shoot low, but if it starts to get really firm, it's gonna be challenging.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be pretty warm on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then obviously a little bit cooler in the rest of the week. So it's a little bit earlier in the year. It's in February this year instead of March. So it's probably a little bit drier than normal, a bit harder.
Today looked very similar as last 2 years, but like you said, I mean it's Monday today and Tuesday and Wednesday is going to be hot. So probably it's going to play firmer. It should play firmer than the other years.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so I'm going to move on to a few funny Australian questions to sort of test how Australian you are.
0%.
Yeah. So we are in Adelaide, the hometown of golf gods. Have you ever heard of what a pie floater is?
A what?
A pie floater?
No.
All right, well, I'm going to bring it up on my phone. A pie floater is a little bit of a meat pie. I should introduce these because I didn't do it.
Yeah, I like meat pie.
We have a Vili's meat pie, which is a South Australian icon. We've got the FruChocs. Would you like to try a FruChoc?
So I'm on a 1 month sugar fast.
Ah.
I could try the meat pie.
I'm just going to show you what a pie floater is, and I want your opinion on whether you think this is edible or not.
So it's a pie floater?
So that's a pie floater there.
Okay.
It's a meat pie with mashed up peas and
Okay.
sauce.
Yeah.
Does that sound
Pretty good.
yeah?
Yeah.
So it's an iconic South Australian food. Not to say that we would eat it too often, but it's our home. So that's what a pie floater is. So
I mean,
if someone asks you what a pie floater is, now you know. It's a meat pie with some thing.
I'll try to order it somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to get it, but that's a thing. So a kangaroo versus a Chilean llama. Who's going to win in a wrestling match?
A kangaroo.
Kangaroo. Yeah. All right.
Chilean llama.
All right. What would you rather wrestle, 1 kangaroo-sized duck or 100 duck-sized kangaroos?
No, one size kangaroo duck.
Same, because the kangaroos are pretty crazy. So, out of the Torque team, who would be the most likely to survive in the Australian outback with all the huntsmen, the spiders, and the snakes? Out of your 4 teammates, who would last the longest in the Australian outback?
I think me.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be able to wrestle the kangaroos and things like that. So another little quick one. What I want you to say in your best Australian accent, g'day, mate. Welcome to Australia.
G'day, mate. Welcome to Australia.
Yeah, that's pretty good. No, that's good. So, all right, just to finish off the interview, we're going to do a 10 quick fire questions.
Okay.
All you got to do is give us a one or two word answer, nice and quick. Would you rather win one Masters event or 14 LIV events in a row?
One Masters event.
One Masters, yeah, no, good answer. Which golfer on the LIV tour would you not want to share a room with?
Have no idea.
Just like to stay in your own room, keep to yourself?
Yeah. Better.
Yeah. If you had to settle a bet, are you going to take a long drive or a closest to pin to settle the bet?
Long drive.
Long drive, very good. All right, hole in one on the party hole in Adelaide. Are you sticking around to buy everyone beers, or are you going to run away before the tab hits 5 figures?
No, I'll stick around.
Stick around and have a few beers. Okay, if you could swap places with any athlete in the world, who would it be?
Nadal, probably.
Nadal?
Yep.
Yeah, very good. If you could steal one skill from any golfer in history, who would it be? Would it be John Daly's drinking and smoking ability or Tiger Woods' mindset, or is there someone else?
No, I think it would be Ballesteros' short game and creativity.
Yep, sounds good. What do you think would be the most terrifying, a swooping magpie or an Australian huntsman spider?
What?
So a swooping magpie is our black and white bird that come from the tree, and as you're sort of walking past, they'll swoop down and hit you in the head.
Okay.
Or a huntsman spider, which huntsmans can be about that big, and they're on the wall. So the magpie bird.
No, the bird.
The bird?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the saying, "I'm not here to fuck spiders"?
No, that's the first time.
So it's a very Aussie saying. It's a bit of Aussie slang, and it means I'm not here to muck around. So if you were going to the golf tournament and you were going to win and you're going to charge everything, you're not here to fuck spiders because you're going to win. So that's an Aussie saying.
Okay, so if I have the last tee time with Cameron Smith, I was tell him that on the first tee.
Yeah, so you say, I'm not here to fuck spiders, mate. I'm going to win. Okay. So if you had to have one of the Torquay players to win a putt for the 2025 teams event, 10-foot putt, which out of the 4 players are you going to have to take the 10-foot putt?
Right now, I think it would be Munoz.
Munoz?
Yeah.
He's hot with the putter?
Really good last week.
He did really good last week. And one last question to finish off. What's the individual score for the winner in LIV Golf Adelaide, you reckon, this week?
I think could be around, well, it depends on how it plays, but 15 under.
15 under?
Yeah.
Nah, very good. So anyway, that's a wrap for the Teabaggers podcast. Thank you very much for coming on. All the best for this week. We'll be out there supporting, and we're going, even though we're Aussies born and bred, we're going for a Torquay win this week, and we'll roll up to the party coming in hot.
Perfect. Thank you guys.
Thanks very much.